Hey guys, in this video we're going to be creating our domains page and the contact page for our fictional web hosting service. So I'm going to go ahead and open up. Oh, we didn't even create them yet. Okay, so we got to create these files first. I'm going to create domains.html and also contact.html. Okay, so let's open up domains in the text editor. Now I'm going to copy everything from index.html because it has all of our base stylings or base template. Whoop. Alright. And everything as far as the head should stay the same, the navigation should be the same. We want to get rid of the carousel. Which starts here. So I'm going to just get rid of all that. We want to get rid of the marketing section. We want to get rid of the pricing table section. And we want to keep the footer. Alright, so this is what we should have to start with. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a new section to work in. And I'm going to give this the class of Jumbotron. Alright, and we're going to have a container class. And inside of that we'll have an H2. And I want to have an icon from Font Awesome, so we're going to have iClass equals FA home. Okay, that'll give us a little home icon representing your domain name. Okay, and the text should say domain name registration. Close that H2 off, and now we have a paragraph which I'm going to just paste in. Alright, and that's all we need for the Jumbotron. Next we need another section for our domain registration form, or basically just a search form to search to see if a domain exists or whatever. So that'll be in its own section. Alright, and this is going to also have a container. Alright, and in the container is going to be a well. So a well just gives it a background, and I'll actually show you on the Get Bootstrap site. I think it's under components. Wells. They're at the bottom. Right here, wells. Okay, so basically it just gives you this nice background with some padding. Okay, and all you need to do is have the class of well. And you have other classes like well LG if you want it bigger, more padding, well SM if you want it smaller. Alright, so we're putting this inside of a well. And we want a class of COL MD2. Actually, wait a minute. Did I do this right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we need to have a few classes here. Because we need to fit the input field in with the button on multiple screen sizes. Okay, we want this to be responsive. So when what the MD means is medium, basically when the browser window or the screen is medium, it's going to be 2 column divs. Alright, and then we'll have another one for, let me just check this out, when it's small, so it'll be COLSM. When it's small, actually I did that wrong, this should be 10. Okay, 10. Basically this is going to be the input, okay, the text input. When it's small, it should be 9. And then when it's really small, which is XS for extra small, I think, 8. Okay, so this is going to be our input. So input type equals text, class. We need our form control class for Bootstrap, and I'm also going to give it domain search. Alright, and then placeholder, we'll just say search domains. Okay, so that's our input. Now we need the button, which is going to go in another class. So I'm going to copy this. Okay, and then this we're going to change MD to 2 and change SM to 3 and XS to 4. Alright, and then this is going to be the input type of a button. Okay, for the class, we need BTN, let's do success, which will make it green by default. Okay, whoops, sorry, I can't spell. Alright, and let's see, I'm going to give it one more class, domain submit, and of course we don't use placeholders, we're going to use a value. So value equals search. Okay, so that should do it as far as the markup for this section for the button. Let's just take a look at it real quick. Alright, so this is what it looks like by default. Obviously we're going to make this look a little better. You can see that the search is busting out of its well, so we'll fix that, and this up here, the space. Alright, so let's move on with the markup. What I want to do is get all the HTML done before we do the CSS. So now we need those 2 little areas for the text. Let me just show you. Where is it? Dev, domains. Okay, so we need these 2 little areas, free domain and additional domains. Okay, so let's do another section. Actually, I'm going to copy this. Okay, so section, container, then we want a panel instead of a well. So let's just change this to panel, and we want it panel default. Okay, and then we need a panel body. So we're actually going to, actually, you know what? Let me see something here. We're actually going to do this first, this domain privacy, before we do these 2. Alright, so we have a panel, and next we need a panel body, so I'm going to replace this with panel body, and then I'm just going to get rid of this div altogether, and then of course we want to get rid of this input. Alright, and in the panel body we're going to have an H2, and that's going to have an icon. So FA and then FA lock, and the text will be domain privacy, And then we just need a paragraph, which I'm going to just paste in. Okay, that's that section. So next, I'm going to copy this again. And next we need those two little areas at the bottom. So we have a container, then we're going to have a row. Okay, the first column here is going to be COLMD6. Get rid of this. Okay, this one will also be MD6. Get rid of that. Alright, and then inside here we're going to have a panel. I'm actually going to copy this here. Okay, we want that. And let's paste that in down here and here. Alright, and this one, first one's going to be free domain. And as far as the icon, it's going to be hand o right. Alright, and then this one here is going to be multiple domains. And the icon is going to be the same. Alright, so that's good. Let's save it. Alright, so this looks pretty good. Now we need to style the page. Okay, so let's go back to style.css. And you know what? This problem right here, alright, this space, I'm going to get rid of this padding top for the body. Alright, and save. Alright, so that's going to get rid of that. That's alright. And then we're going to do the Jumbotron. Basically, it's fine, except we need to just, I'm just going to change the background color to orange to match the nav bar. Actually, and let's throw in the body. Let's just make sure that the color of the text is white. And also, I'm going to set the font size to 16. Alright, and then Jumbotron, I guess we could put that right here. Okay, all we're going to do here is set the background. Background is going to be BF5A16. Okay, so that's the Jumbotron. Next is this search area. And I'm going to put this down here. And actually the only thing I want to do here is for the well. So actually let's go up here and put this like this. And I just want to say overlay auto. Huh. Okay, that didn't work. Overlay auto. I'm sorry, not overlay, overflow. I don't know where I got overlay. Alright, there we go. And you can see if I resize this, it stays intact. If we didn't do those multiple classes for the grid, then this button would go underneath when it's small like this. Okay, so very responsive. Menu looks really nice. Okay, this is a very responsive template. So I think that's really it. You know what? I'm going to change the section margin to what do I want here? I want to change it to 20 and 30. Because now that I got rid of that body padding, I think that this will, yeah, that looks better. Alright. So I think that's it really for this page. Let's go on to the contact. Actually, one thing we want to do is we want to take the active class off of the home page when we're on the domains page. So I'm just going to grab this class active and we want to put that onto the domains list item. Alright, now for the contact page, I'm going to copy everything in the domains and open up contact, paste that in, and I'm going to go ahead and change this title, say contact, and I don't think we changed it on domains. Let's do that too. Alright, so contact, I think we're gonna keep the Jumbotron. Let's just change the title. Okay, and then here we have the domain search. We don't want that. What else? We can get rid of these sections. Alright, now we're going to add a Google map. I'm just going to paste this in. Basically, it's another section with a container, with a row, with one 12-column div, and then I'm just pasting in the iframe for a Google map, which obviously you can change if you'd like. And I'm just going to keep it at width 100% and height 350 pixels. Alright, so that's the map section. Next we need a section for our form. And I'm actually going to paste this in as well because it's just redundant to have you keep watching me type in section, container, row. Alright, so basically it's a section with a 12-column div. We're using a panel. There's no panel title or panel heading. We just have the body, which has a form with a name, email address, message, and submit. So if we save that and go to contact, okay, there's our map, Jumbotron, and there's the form. Okay, looks really nice. Okay, let's just change the class, the active class again, for the contact form, or the contact page, I should say. Take it off of domains and put it on contact. And there we go. So our website or our template is just about done. The last thing we have to do is add the login modal. Okay, so when we click login, we want this nice pop-up to show up so we can put in our login information. Okay, and we'll do that next.